This is Colombia. This is the end of the Camini Real. I'll speak in Spanish. Esta es la final parte, la última parte de Masala, Caldas. Es Caminis Reales. Muchos. Mi ideas por los villajes, la modelo de abundancia, ríos de paz, la inspiración por todo es por la tiempo yo pasar aquí en mi finca. Yo caminé con Mateo y con las bicis por años por aquí, disfruto con los perros en la mañana. Mi finca es 1 kilómetro. Es obvio, todo en la Masala es un gran comunidad, 1000 de gentes de indígenas originales, aquí Masala. Es rutas pequeñas para atrás mi finca, es uno para Bumum y arriba por Cañaveral. Mi propuesta es el gobierno escanear todo la región, crear una reserva para las naciones de indígenas, por todo, y todos la gentes, la comunidad tiene una villaje, una espacio en esta región. Victoria, Masala, Cañaveral, y no sé qué es, pero el río abajo, escucho el río y mucho la lluvia toda la noche. Este río continuó por no es mucho, 4 kilómetros y Doña Juana. Eso imagina Doña Juana, la cable, la transporte con la cable, la dorada, pasar todo por Doña Juana y villajes y continuó arriba y una aquí por abajo por acá y eso es en Masala, eso está en Masala. Y the zip lines, la línea con la harness, y por acá para pasar, vale, I don't know, en español. Y abierto con los antiguos, los caminos reales antiguos. En un punto no mucho más abajo, es una finca, eso cerrado. Es necesario, la gente tiene la espacio para inspirar y la tierra también. Mira, cercas. Mira la tierra, fluido, una flor femenina y slack. Porque para las vacas. Solo. Abierto la tierra, la libertad para la tierra y los gentes, animales y todo. Y sembrado muchos más de árboles en los cañones y para los micas. Jaula tienen en jaula monkeys, monkeys grandes con las jaulas. Aquí eso sembrado la guanábana, la frutas para la mango y papaya también. Y abierto las rutas. Mira es espectacular, total espectacular. Yo quiero una casa acá, o yo quiero una casa arriba. Miren la casa arriba en la montaña, por cierto, antigua, es la comunidad de indígenas. La ground penetration, es LIDAR. Mi propuesta es toda la región, Mira qué es que para las comunidades antiguas, para el carbón, supongo, en la tierra o las fundaciones en mis investigaciones es la cosa. Para significar los villajes, casas antiguas. Y mira que es espectacular. Es mucho las pasas. Imagina los indígenas en la Amazon. Un grupo, 200 gentes sufre por la violencia, por los idiotas que quieren robar todo, los minerales y bla, bla, bla. Y la respuesta, inmediatamente, un departamento militar la escucha, right, ok, los helicópteros, taca, 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 los gentes, taca, 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 tucu, 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 y es un viaje en la montaña, sí, con el río, sí, no es la Amazon, sí, la clima es diferente, no es su país, su espíritu es en la paz por 1000 de años, pero es una solución temporal. La gente es seguro en un lugar natural, en paz, no, y en solitud también. No gringos, no extranjeros, no misionarios, no en ONGs falsos con la cruz y no. Tu comunidad por el momento en la foresta allá, no es la Amazonas, es en la montaña, pero tus niños y tú es seguro lo mismo por Santa Marta. Ok, I'm in the flow. Una idea para Gustavo Petras y la team. Una reserva por los indígenas y sufrir la violencia aquí más allá. Es la reserva de paz para los indígenas, por los coges y todos los gentes en el momento. Es ok, la militar operación, la comunidad y hablar con todo arriba en la montaña, en esta noche, eso, en la mañana, es no gentes en los villajes para los traficantes, los narcos, para molestar y todo. Eso solo existe, es no más indígenas. Y limpió la montaña. Con la militar, un tiempo, drones, imagina, eso es en la hamaca, el jefes. Well, es la realidad. Para mí, yo no sufrí en mi DNA por la violencia en Colombia. Eso, yo tengo la capacidad para hablar la realidad. Estoy el jefe en la militar, es mi solución. Primero, la seguridad de las gentes, por las reservas aquí, ¿ok? Organizar mis hombres, mis especialistas, con los drones, con tranquilizar las darts y en los campos y slack, todo no murió y lazo, boom, ya listo, chao la cote. La montaña no sufre por la violencia. Yo miro un artículo, un hombre gringo inglés, en el papel de Guardian, la promoción. Él dice, las titas dice, la montaña, el espíritu de la montaña sufre. Eso, mi idea es pacífico. Tranquilizar las maricas. Estoy en Colombia, es malo, me no gusta, pero sí, las maricas. Y ayuda en la prisión, cambió la mente, recuperar, ayudar. Es necesario la violencia física y por la muerte es, pero con las drones, la tecnología tiene la capacidad para neutralizar todos los narcotraficantes con las satélites para quién es, dónde está, los drones, y slack, slack, slack. La tranquilizer das y 1, 2, 3 pasos y terrorizar a los terroristas, pero suavecito, no sangre. Una buena idea. Buena idea. Y los agentes retorno. Para mí, la influencia toca mucho la mensaje para los jóvenes hermanos en la BBC, la 1980s pensé. Yo miré en Inglaterra el documentario de Cogis, la primera. Yo imaginaba las titas ahorita dice, porque los entes en falta, no escucha nada. Y mira, abierto la comunidad para los parásitos y vampiros y los traficantes. Por siempre los años en solitud, en paz. Y cuando tú hablas con mi gobierno, la BBC, abierto los problemas para su comunidad. ¿Sí o no, señores? Honorables, los titas, las mamás, ¿sí o no? Pensé y hablar. Eso es lógico. La BBC es una extensión del gobierno británico. Es la media, la promoción del gobierno británico. Eso. El gobierno británico tiene la obligación moral, ético y legal. Ayuda a las mamás, la coges. Es tu responsabilidad que estamos. La BBC dice sí, es importante el clima, es malo y los mensajes de mamás es importante para la agenda 30, ¿sí o no? Mira, la sierra es muy seca, de verdad. Pero no es para el carbón. Ok, mi final sugestión. Yo quiero crear un otro categoría. En el momento tiene carbon tax y créditos de carbón es la cosa, estoy interesante más la plata. Mi propuesta es la BRICS, naciones, es más real. Yo quiero una gas de oxígeno. Una crédito de oxígeno, un gas de oxígeno. Con carbon tax, la tasa, oxígeno tasa. Mi propuesta es, la gente sembró de árboles, gente normal, campesinos, y registró de árbol con un número, el sistema con la copo caldo, supongo aquí, y eso registrar el número y la árbol en 5 años esté bien y recibe la atención y esté bien. La gente sembró recibe los créditos de oxígeno para crear el oxígeno. Es loco y estúpido, solo es porque es una carbon tasa. Y la tasa de nitrógeno, la tasa de oxígeno. Y pagué los gentes normal, págueme. Pague me. Pague todo. Okay, for my English friends, my Spanish is limping along. I just made several suggestions there, including making this whole area a reserve for the tribes that are suffering violence, that we build 115 villages for the 115 nations and more. But in this region, this little region on the back of the mountain there, all of this area, for any tribes that are facing like being dispossessed, like that we airlift them out, and then the military go in and we don't kill the people that are causing the problems. We tranquilize them where possible with drones, and we get them, you know, we can tie them up by their ankles on the bottom of a helicopter, lift them all up and just take them off to the camp. Yeah, can all be filmed. It'd make a great movie, imagine that. So there's no blood and violence on the sacred mountains of this Sierra Nevada, which is what the people are feeling. They're saying the land is suffering. I can feel that. It's alive. We're part of it. So yeah, where we can, I've already put a proposal in that the British government are asked to help with that, because they sent the message out to the world of the Kogis, who were trying to warn us about the climate and the changes in the climate, which are very real. It's the causes of it that I've had issues with. I've always said it's like they're lying to us, and it's true. It's solar cycles, isn't it? As David Bellamy said, and he was right, and he got sacked from the BBC. So I'm saying the BBC are the ones that gave the message to the world of the community of the Kogis, right? Which they'd been separate since they'd escaped from the conquistadors. They'd not had any outside interference, and since they spoke and they gave their message and asked us to get our act together, because the earth is suffering, because they could see the climate changes in the mountains. Then, since then, their territory has been invaded. The government of Colombia is not able to deal with the issue, obviously, because otherwise it would be dealt with of what's happening now, which is a total invasion of their territory and using it to shift the coke through the mountains and get it to the coast and get it out, or growing up there, and they've got the labs up there, and all of that came because they tried to help us as a nation, as a group of people, through the BBC. So the BBC is an extension of the British government, so is the military. The commander-in-chief is Keir Starmer. I'm saying to you, Keirs, yeah, you need to clean up your act, right? I seen you there, right? Yeah, let me do a Keir Starmer, I'll finish on this. This is Keirs in Cyprus, right? He's there, yeah, commander-in-chief, right? He's got the Air Force boys, all the lads, man, sat in front of him, and he's there. And what they're doing is they're sending the spy planes over Palestine, right? Over Israel. The British forces are gathering intel and they're passing it to the Israelis. And then the Israelis going in and kicking the shit out of everyone. And this is Keir Starmer. Let me do a case. He's such a like Weasley type. He's not as good as his predecessor, the dickhead. What's his name? Blair. Yeah, he's trying to get in there now and rebuild Palestine after a weapons of mass destruction lie. Who do you think you are? Yeah? Nah, mate. It's not happening. Back off, Blair. Yeah, you war criminal. One day, mate, I'm going to bring a class action against you. I'm throw it in the Hague for all of the shit you've done against all of us. Let's see where that one goes, right? And this is why I'm not stepping foot back in England, because you've had me banged up in all time, won't you? This is case. Right, it's really important what you're doing here. But you can't tell anyone. Shh, mum's the word. It's a little secret, because if word gets out that I'm passing information to Israelis and we're bombing the little kids' houses, it's not going to look good, is it? He didn't say that. The last bit. That's what it is. And you think that you can get away with that, and you let Jimmy Fix-It get away with everything while you were there, man. In the job, what was your position? You were supposed to do something, mate, weren't you? You're a war criminal. Another one. The English are the biggest. The British aristocracy are the biggest hypocrites, the biggest fascists, the biggest eugenicists, the biggest, what did Elon Musk say the other day, the extinctionists, yeah, supremacists, and you get them all together in a room, and they're the ugliest looking bunch of reprobates that you've ever seen, inbred reprobates you've ever seen in your life. Ugly people. Why? It's there, innit? Generations of, we want it, oh, we're going to do them in. Yeah, oh, but we'll pretend that we're like, oh, like for human rights. And like over here with the project in my son's school that he started, Kers, yeah, we've got to take over the minds, the education of all of the Pacific Rim with your little sneaky UN AI for Peace project. Not happening, bro. I stopped it. Get back to where you come from. You're not welcome over here. Okay, Kers. Whitey. Oh God, my Tourette's is kicking in. Nah, serious, man. Get your ambassador and tell him to sling his hook. I am going code red, bro. Right, I already said, you want the red berserker, you can have the red berserker. You don't want to move in peace. You don't want to negotiate. You don't want to help the people over here. All you do is you come with your forked tongue. Man who speak with forked tongue. All of you English aristocracy, you're all the same. And it takes a British man growing up there in the class system. I've met everyone. I'm 1 degree removed from Harry, Prince Harry. 1 degree removed. I can make a phone call. I can get a message to him. This is 2026. The world is a small place. It's a small place, beautiful place. I like Harry. I said on another video the other day, and this is crazy for all my mates that know me though, but how can you say that? I will bend a knee for Harry. Harry for king. We need Harry on the throne. We need a king. There's a structure there, the aristocracy, that needs a head, right? We can't just, there's never going to happen, right, to just abolish the monarchy. And I don't even know if I agree that it should be abolished, because I think that traditionally the kings of old is like, if you get a good moral ethical king, then the whole country is sound. If you've got a tyrant, you've got a tyrant and everyone is screwed. So for the moment, whilst we're in transition, that if we can get somebody, and there's only one man in my mind that's there to do the job, like I'm the only man here to do this job I'm doing, I'm the only man. There's no one else on planet Earth. I've been gifted this, right? Harry, Prince Harry, I will bend a knee now. I'll bend a knee for you, and I will do all that bullshit, like the kiss the ring and my liege and all that, right? If you give me a knighthood, I just come out of nowhere, give me a knighthood, bro. I want a knighthood. I want the sword on the shoulders and all that. I want a knighthood. I want a seat at the table. And we English, you've got a job to do. We started this, yeah? We started this bullshit with the expansionist ideas and teaching our children that it's okay to enslave, you know, people who are not from our culture because they're inferior to us. It's still there. It's still there in the public school system. It's still taught that, just like in the Muslim schools, they're doing it too, right? We've got a big problem in England specifically, and I feel that if we can get somebody on the throne, right, who, when idiots like Starmer and all the rest of the sliverers come with the little proposals of, how about we change this in the laws? It's a really good idea. Harry says, get the fuck out of here, Starmer, you stink. Get a shower, you stink, man. And no, that's ridiculous. It's absurd. Do one. Right, Paul, what are we doing today? Yeah, Harry, right. Nice one. I like the way you dealt with him. It was so nice, man. Thanks. It saved me telling him. And we get on with our nice cup of, you know, oolong tea. And we get our heads together around what we're doing to help us all. To get everybody repatriated back in their beautiful lands where they come from. With a nice house and village and set up. All the Muslim Brotherhood boys, man, we bring them. We unify under love, peace, unity and appreciation for what we all are as men, what we all have as men. Whatever you're coming from, whatever colour your fucking balls are, don't matter. We have great potential to be fathers, to lead from the heart, to when we're given responsibility over others, to act with decency, morals. I'm not surprised. You know, you've created a perfect storm with the way that you treat children, right? The aristocracy and all the systems, right? And the gross nature of humanity that's depicted through the Western media. Meanwhile, you radicalize with intent the Muslim community, you bomb the hell out of the countries, right? You create loads of enemies, right? And you're paying off the imams and spreading hate, right? Just like the main guy of Hamas is a Jew, right? So you're doing all that shit, right, to put us against each other, and then you open the doors. Say, come to England, right, everyone, right, look at the TV, like, just sex, like, and you've got a load of young guys, right, who are just full of it, full of testosterone, really angry, got a right cob on, but want to get laid, but can't get laid because the culture says it's bad, and they're all whores anyway. And then you get all this whole stress and tension in the society. It's obvious, it's disgusting, and I am opening my mouth. So all my brothers and sisters, white Muslim, Christians, Jews, right, we know what the score is, we know what we're facing. We're facing a small group, a cabal, that include every religion, or the roots of in it, and basically they're all, you know, they're just wrong. I've worked with Iranians, beautiful people. I've had very, very good friends, Jewish, Israeli. Some of the most big-hearted, beautiful people you'll ever meet on planet Earth. The switched on Israelis. Don't want none of it. Warm, loving, peaceful, peace-loving. Same goes for every interaction I've had. So I guess that's it. We've got work to do. I've just bent a knee. I'm starting a movement. I'm going to be getting on. I'm going to get very political. I've already written to Harry, involved him in a couple of my communications. I'm putting shouts out to different organisations, people, and world leaders. And I think that the work that Harry's mother was doing, the anti-war work, that should be respected, and that we should all get behind Harry. If he's going to get behind a positive, real change, and he's going to bring reformations to England, which are really needed, then I think we should give him a try, and we dispossess, what was it? We kick him out. Charlie and your brother, get Harry on the throne. If enough people get behind it, we can do this.